A couple have completely transformed this 450 square foot home into their own mini mansion. When Ron and Sue Curl purchased a 38-acre plot in the middle of Ohio, they had big plans for what they would build on it. So over the course of the next decade, the couple put their dreams into action until they had created their own mini mansion. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel to never miss a video from eMystery. Ron and Sue married in 1986, and since then, the couple have always tended towards a minimalist way of living, favoring small apartments to mega mansions, and even taking their lives on the road in a camper van. However, in 1998, the couple decided to settle down and start work on their dream home. To this end, they purchased 38 acres of land in central Ohio. But money was very tight, and the Curls spent the next 7 years living in a trailer. And while their budget was small, their dreams were big, in terms of ambition rather than outright scale. Sue in particular wanted her home to look fresh from the pages of a fairy tale. So when the time came to start designing, the Curls based their plans on the cottage from the 1964 Christmas animation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now that they could picture their dream home, the Curls spent 2 long years sourcing building materials. Some of the first purchases they made were a set of windows at an auction. They were brand new overstock and sold for just $5 each. Sue and Ron also made their own building materials by chopping down trees on their land, drying them, and shaping them into posts. Elsewhere, they sourced items online on Craigslist and hunted around local yard sales to seek out yet more bargains. But while their dream house was slowly but surely coming together, the Curls and their pets were still confined to their old trailer. Describing their makeshift abode in 2014, Ron told home design website Small House Bliss, "It leaked and got so cold in the winter." Elaborating on the hardships living in a trailer post, Ron added, "An ice dam would form on the door overnight. We would use a blow dryer in the morning to get out." Sue would say, "Yeah, good times. And don't forget about our 3 cats and big dog in there too." Nevertheless, the Curls were eager to get their picture book home just right. So Ron, a furniture designer by trade, spent the next 5 years painstakingly building the house to perfectly match his and Sue's expectations. Describing his methodology, Ron revealed to Small House Bliss, "I'm a furniture designer, so my approach was to build the largest cabinet I had ever built. Every piece of wood was custom cut and molded to fit, from the lift edge side to the stripped hardwood interior walls and floors." Ron's years of toil paid off, and in 2007, the couple finally moved into their new home. It had taken almost 10 years, $18,000, and 1,300 man-hours to complete. But for the Curls, it had all been worth it. Moving up to a huge 520 square foot cottage felt like moving into a mansion, they joked. The couple have dubbed their abode the Shiny Tiny Mansion. Although it is small, it contains all the comforts Sue and Ron could have ever needed. The space contains a welcoming living room and a loft bedroom, while their foyer doubles as a kitchen. Throughout the unique property, Sue and Ron have incorporated a number of ingenious space-saving designs to make their humble pile feel more palatable. The cabinets and bed are built in to utilize every inch, Ron told Small House Bits. However, there were certain aspects of the build that the Curls decided not to downsize. "We could have used a ladder up to the loft, but we knew that wouldn't work as we grew older," Ron explained, but he added, "I still designed the steps to save space." Another area in which Ron and Sue allowed a little more space was in their bathroom. The room measures 9 feet square and contains a vintage sink and a large tiled shower area, as well as a bespoke composting toilet dreamed up by Ron himself. To really make the property their home, the Curls set about painting the interior themselves. "We are both artists and decided that the cottage should be our palette," Ron revealed to Small House Bliss. He went on to add that taking a do-it-yourself approach also made it much cheaper and easier to change track if your original plans weren't working out. As of 2019, Ron and Sue were still living in their shiny tiny mansion and regularly kept their followers up to date with their everyday goings-on via their Facebook page. And it's safe to say they are now ambassadors of the tiny living lifestyle. In an interview with design website minimalismIssimple.com, the couple revealed how downsizing their lives had helped them focus on what was important. "Stuff will never make you happy for more than a very short window of time," they explained. The Curls added, "Creativity is your best friend. Be that quilting, painting, music, writing, woodworking, even thinking deeply can be a great comfort that is yours alone. We are a society of ownership, yet we never seem to realize that it's not the owning, it's the experiencing. The Corals claimed part of the problem with modern life was a confusion between passion and ambition on one hand and the possession of material things on the other. As they explained to minimalismissimple.com, desire can be a great driver for our potential, but owning kills the desire, adding, "The stuff you gather internally is where true human potential and fulfillment lies." Thanks for watching another heartwarming video. Please check out our channel for more stories that will make your heart melt.